Welcome back everyone to another episode of Jake's Speed Shop. Today we're going to be working on fixing all of this wiring and installing the dash and switches. I'm planning on pulling all of the old wiring out and fuse panel down here and replacing it with the panel and wires I got off of the good parts truck. And a little truck update. Some of the stuff I didn't record is I've gone ahead and started painting the interior here and here. I got to finish cleaning the floor and fixing the floor pan there before I finish painting the rest of it, but wanted to go ahead and get this painted before I went ahead and put the dash in. And then also I went ahead and finished getting the grill on, hood latch, and the grill support back here, and then hood hinges and hood. Also wired up all of the headlights and across to there. Once I make sure everything works off the switches and everything inside, I'll go ahead and remove all the zip ties, put this in loom, and clean it all up. But this just works for now, that if there's a problem I can trace it down and see where it's located. So let's get in here, get this wiring removed, and show you what we are working with. Look at this wiring, so terrible even the dog is ashamed of it. Don't know what they quite did, but they come in and used household wiring nuts, threw in some type of starter button. I have no idea. Just know aftermarket gauge. So now we get to go over to this harness that come out of the parts truck, unravel all the tape and clean it up, see where, make sure we have everything where it goes, make sure there's no breaks in the harness or anything anywhere. And if any of the plugs were damaged, I can see this one here for the high-low switch on the floor, got stuck in there. So if that ends up being damaged or whatnot, I can take plugs off of the other one and then try and clean some of this stuff up, get it all ran, get the dash installed, see if we can get the headlights working. So I'll start unraveling this and kind of bring you all along as I get it unraveled and show you all what I do to run a harness. Okay, now that I've got started on this harness, show you all what I've done is I'll go ahead and start pulling back the electrical tape, all the connectors that are separated. Put a zip tie separating each wire and then a zip tie down the harness, keeping it together. Same with this side. Go ahead and got one there and one there. Got one separating all these and keeping this plug off of here. And then as I run the electrical tape down, I'll put more zip ties keeping this harness together. And that gives me a chance to look at all the plugs, look at all the wiring, make sure nothing's rubbed. And once I get it up in the truck and confirm everything's working, then I can pull it back out and put the loom on it and secure everything in place. Now I know many people do different things, but this is how I do it, just to ensure that the harness is going to work properly. So let me finish getting this loom off of here, getting these tie straps on. Here's a little helpful hint. Don't use wire cutters to clip off the tails of your zip ties. Either get some zip tie flush cuts or use a razor blade and do that. As when you use wire cutters, it leaves a little jagged edge on there that would cut the living snot out of you. So if you use flush cuts or a razor blade, it'll cut it flush. And let's see if I can get up on, see how well you can see that. Cuts it flush with the head, and you don't have to worry about it catching on your skin and cutting the snot out of you. So I'll get this finished up and let's get it installed. Okay, harness is all cleaned up. As you can see, this looks 10 times simpler now that you can see all of the wires and where they go and have everything separated. So mount this up here to the bulkhead, run this up top, install the switches for lights and wipers. That goes to the column, that goes down to the floor. Run this all over, hook up the gauge cluster. Then we'll go ahead and hook up the wiring on the other side of the bulkhead, and we will see if the lights work. So let's stay tuned and see what happens. Okay, dash is all wired up. I'll show you all that in just a second. First, what we're going to try and do here is see if everything works. I should say the dash panel isn't wired up yet because that takes up all of the room I have to get in there. But this right here, see if she works. Runs the jumpers to the main lead here and ground cable. We'll see if I'm lucky enough to get this on the first try. Oh, alright. Let's see. I'm going to go install the switch. We'll see if she fires up. Or lights up. That would be a no. Okay. Let's play with it. Take two. Alright, don't know how well you can see this here. Let me try and show y'all. Got one light working. You can kind of see it. No, you can't see it on the wall. So let me set y'all. See if I can set y'all down right here. Show you. I'll come back here and do this. Right here. It does start to work. So I'm going to clean all the terminals up, try and get a better connection on it. And then see if we can get the headlights to work. Alright, pull out the colorful spaghetti here and trace down what we've got going on. And it appears what we have is just a common problem with these trucks. Floor switch for high-low go out and low beams don't work. So pull on the lights, there's highs, lows don't work. Highs, lows. So replace the low beam switch, high-low beam switch, and light should work. That's going to cover it for this video. Next time we'll get into finish cleaning all of this up and finish getting all this painted, remove everything we need to get a nice good coat of paint on there, get the dash installed, make sure everything works. So remember to drop a like and subscribe if you already haven't. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down below. I'm going to leave the colorful spaghetti wiring harness, the link to that in the description of the video, so if you need it, that's where you can find it. Thanks for watching.